Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada, where the torch, in honor of the legendary owner Al Davis, has just been lit, as is tradition before kickoff at Allegiant Stadium, just off the Strip in Las Vegas. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. On the visiting sideline, there's Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh. His guys putting together a season to remember, unbeaten and untied to this point. His counterpart on the other side, the Raiders head coach, Pete Carroll. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. And off we go from Vegas. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it. A first down throw for Smith. And that one incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. In motion, Besh. On 2nd down, it's Geno. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Smith. He's got his man. That's Besh. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, it's Geno. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They face 2nd down and 7.
The Chargers' 13-yard line.
On play action, Smith. He'll go right back to Myers. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker, it is 1st and goal.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Let the fullback try to power it home. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get...
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Geno Smith, touchdown Raiders. terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
Here's Herbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Herbert. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. That's big Christian Wilkins. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. On 1st down, here's Gino to throw. He takes off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. They try the zone read. It's Smith on the keeper.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll get this off to Genty. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll give it to Harris again. Up the sideline, past the 30. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21. It's good for a Charger first down.
380.
Another run here with Harris. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Tyree Wilson, former 7th overall pick. They're on the tack.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. That is a big play for L.A. 38 yards. 1st and 10.
380. Wide 80. Wide 80. Ready.
On the handoff, it's Harris. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. All resting on the 9. 1st down and goal.
380.
That is caught outright on the RPO. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Harris goes over the top and into the end zone. Touchdown.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Play action now. It's Gino. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
It's 3rd and 4.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, Smith. He connects with the open man. That's Myers. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, here we go, hey.
A run, Gentile. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Now, Gino. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in Vegas after this. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Here's Gino. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Smith. He gets this one to Tucker. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Gino to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Tuipulotu in for the sack. He registers number 14 on the year.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. He has played well all season long, entering this final stretch of games in December and January as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he's going backwards here. They're going to take him down, back at the 5.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. And this is going to work out a little better. He'll get 9 on that one, but they're going to need to convert on 3rd down.
These are tough situations. You want to stay out of 2nd and real long. You figure it's going to be a pass, but this is a nice changeup by the play caller. He keeps the ball on the ground, picks up a good gain, and now this 3rd down got a whole lot more manageable.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it.
This just kills you as a defensive coordinator. Here you are thinking you're going to get a 3-and-out, get off the field, pick up some momentum for your team, and you allow the quarterback to get loose with his legs, and he's able to pick up just enough on 3rd down to convert, and now you got to go back out and defend a fresh set of downs.
So now they'll pitch it out here. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On 1st down, it's Harris. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 9. Now Herbert on the bootleg. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation, and instead he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Line.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. That's complete. It is Trey Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense ready for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Junior Colson there to make the stop. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground with Genty. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Man in motion here is Tucker. Working out of the gun, Smith. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the Raiders. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. And he is the NFL leading rusher here in the month of December. A strong finish in the final stretch could earn him the crown. They're going to run out of of the gun, and here's Harris. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Big Christian Wilkins, the one who brought him down. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Set. Run. Go.
To throw, it's Herbert. He'll get this to Disley on the right. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
380. Run. Set. Delta. Set.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Cleveland Furl getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the Chargers. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Raiders offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Smith. He'll get this out wide. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Gina. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Vegas. Back is Smith. That one caught by Tucker. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff to Genty, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, 3 to go. From the pistol, Smith. He'll get this off to Genty. And he's going to get this. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
And the Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We're good.
Smith now. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A 2nd down throw for Smith. He'll step up and run, And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up third down. He'll get up and spike it, and let's check the clock. Maybe time for 2 plays here before the end of the half. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. Patterson's kick is good. And the Raiders get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our look around the NFL starts now. At Northwest Stadium in Landover, the Commanders at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And this is the Cardinals quarterback. Hey, this NFL thing is not so difficult, apparently. One of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ball game. The Cardinals are going to come away with the victory. They win it by 3 scores. From there, let's go up to the Motor City. Let's look in on the Lions as they play host to the Chicago Bears. And it's Jared Goff. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Lions have little problem here. They run away with a dominant win. One more to tell you about real quick. It's up in Minneapolis. It's the Vikings hosting the New England Patriots. And this is Trevion Henderson. He's going to hustle his way to the end zone, 10 yards on the touchdown. The Patriots accomplish what they set out to do as they come away with the road victory. With that, time for a look at the playoff picture. Things starting to come into focus in the NFC here in Week 16. Meanwhile, our game has lived up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these 2 teams. 10-7 your score as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Three points, all that separates these 2 sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's Harris. Finding room at the 35. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Run! Set. Black 80, black. Run!
On first down, right back to Harris. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's got even stronger now here in the second.
They run it over center with Harris. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Set. Count it. Ready.
On play action now, Herbert. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Herbert to throw on 3rd and 1. Moving left, and he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
We're going to find out pretty quickly how aggressive this head coach wants to be here, Mike. All the analytics say on the plus side of the 50, you've got to go for it. You have to take advantage of this field position and try to come away with 6. Big decision here, but I think they've got to go for it.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will level the score at 10 apiece.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go. You're not set.
Off the play fake, Smith. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. Not much there, maybe a yard. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Play action now. It's Gino. He's got Myers on the completion. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
On the handoff, this is Genty. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Chargers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine He was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 6. Now it's Herbert. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Lion.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Play action now. It's Herbert. Pass caught right side by Conklin. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Third and 9. From the gun, it's Herbert. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. That is hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. That is a big play for LA. It covers 63 yards. They'll run with Harris. Powering forward. He's in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Los Angeles. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. And 60 on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers go up by 7. It is now 17-10. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
Moving the tight end right. Smith now to throw on 1st down. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
3rd and 6.
There we go, Sonoma.
From the shotgun, Smith. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson. And the Chargers have excellent field positions as they take over right at midfield.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. On the ground, this is Harris. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Brian Cook up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's to Conklin, the tight end. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
A run. Here's Harris. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Tyler Conklin. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Trey Harris. Touchdown, L.A. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Dicker now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers move out to a 24-10 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. In motion is Myers. Smith to throw on 1st down. To the left side, into the hands of Beck. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Hey, here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Smith. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks them.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Justin Aboigbe getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Tui Pelotu. He's in there to drop him, and it leads to 4th down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Going up top. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Tarheeb Still. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
On the handoff, it's Harris. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Set. Lady. Set.
They'll give it to Harris again. He works free, right side. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's 1st and goal.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll go big. 3 tight ends in the formation for first and goal.
Kappa, kappa, kappa. Ready.
Harris trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal.
Set. 380. Grenade. Delta. Set. Set.
One more time, it's Harris. And he will score again. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Touchdown number 17 for him on the year. And his 3rd of this game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Point after now from Dicker. He knocks it through. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Raiders offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Gino to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. They'll get it to Bowers on the screen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. On second down, Genty. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. From the gun on third down, Smith. He connects with the open man. That's Myers. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
And the Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 18.
On first and 10, it's Genty. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's second and 9. Now, Gino. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5.
In motion, Besh. From the gun, it's Gino. On the move left. And Can they get to him and finally bring him down? It will go down as a sack. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson.
Kappa.
This drive begins with a run by Harris. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Harris. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
Do it again, defense.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Set. 380.
They'll try to run for it with Harris. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Ooh! And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. A look at the Raiders head man, Pete Carroll. His offense gets set to take over once more. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. On 1st down, here's Gino to throw. He'll look middle, and it's caught by Beck. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. On 1st down is Smith. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, Smith. Nobody's covering Besh. He's got it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
There we go,
Off the play fake. Smith. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Justin Aboigbe. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December as they continue to be the #1 team in all of football. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.